Hello, everyone. I came over here to the East Commons tunnel. When I logged in today, someone was already killing the specters. So I had logged in my enchanter and gave him some buffs. It was a paladin. And then I came back on my necro and came over here. Rather than go to the bank, I had, 1,200 plat on me. I'm probably going to kill the specters till level 44, so maybe a little farther. So by then I'll have plat back on me, but I had plat in the bank. But I scored a couple upgrades. I was looking at the shining metallic robe because I could wear that as an upgrade because my enchanter has a robe drop from the whole, the loam robe. But that's part of its epic. But what I ended up doing, that vendor logged off, and then the first vendor I saw that was selling this Froglock Bonecaster robe, which drops in Lower Guck too, um, responded to me after a little bit, and I had bought, I replaced one of my polished bone bracelets from when I did the Evil Eyes in the Zorba King's Orb or whatever. Beholder's Maze is what I call it. I replaced that with a lone bracelet, which is from the hole as well. It drops off of stuff at the entrance, but it gave me the 3 intelligence and 15 more mana opposed to, well, the 3 wisdom, and it's 1 more AC and a little more charisma, which I guess that'll never hurt. I don't think charming on necros really need charisma, but I'd have to ask somebody. But this is a pretty nice robe. I'll probably go in there and do some EXPing, but it's lower Guck and upper Guck. Most everybody's been to, but I want an Evil Eye bag and some other stuff. Like some stuff I could go get myself. We're in a group, but like these things, if the camp's open, that kind of thing, you might have to park there and wait, or if you can buy it from somebody, I mean, it helps you out. But I could still have the robe and go in there and XP, and they could, if the camp's ever open, then I could do it. I still have some regular cloth pieces, but that's just what people do. Plus, I was looking at spells and things too. I was trying to see what people were selling, and maybe I would find something that I would need later on, like in an upcoming level, like 44. I haven't even looked at all of the spells to. Like when I come through here, I might buy something for another character if I see it, just because by the time I log my other character on, someone might. And I can always trade it to him later. I usually try to. Like I had my enchanter parked here for a while. I got a couple spells. Like I said, rather than go all the way back to the bank, I mean, I could save the plat too, but once you get some levels, you can find a little spot in the bottom of a dungeon where nobody is, and usually you can, you can capitalize on being able to do that and be away from other people, but it's not so much an antisocial thing, it's just, especially in a dungeon, a lot of people have said it, like, if I'm clearing one little room or one little section, maybe it's not even to camp a name necessarily. It might be if I need a quest piece or I want to drop from it, but the higher level you go, some things are, well, I wouldn't say they're overcamped, but there might be a long line uh, for that item, or it might take a while to get the drop, so you might kind of live in there. That's why carry a couple stacks of food and all that. If I'm farming XP and I'm getting stuff to sell, then I guess it's different. But this is a nice little camp for anybody really, but kind of like a necro playground, enchanter playground, mage, paladins and clerics tear these things up. I was watching the paladin after I buffed him. I was getting my mana back on my enchanter. island here. But I played a cleric 25 years ago against undead. I mean, they're spells. I mean, the thing with mana, but I think they get like mana regen and different things. It's hard to remember. I haven't played one, so like you have to ask the professional clerics, I guess. If usually if someone's in a dungeon, they usually know what they're doing. Like I guess if they're doing solo. I try to stay out of people's way and respect if they want to do it solo or if they do want a group or it's like I didn't record a lot of that duo with that necro because I was sitting here maybe for an hour or two, here and there, and then I would log out or I would go sell and log out, take a break, get something to eat, whatever. And if you log back in and someone's there. But I had been here and he sent me a tell. I guess he was like 41. He was probably for the camp. And he asked me if I was doing the top ones, up in the tower. And I had said no, I was just killing the bottom ones. And I told him he was welcome to kill him if he wanted, because I was going around the bottom was clear, other than maybe one or two, because I would kill one like I showed you in the video, and then I'd played around with the charm and different things and all of that, but I don't know, you don't have to ask what I spent my plat on, but I have this, I could put it on a low-level druid since I have it, or hand it to somebody. When you're leveling, you might go to those spots and know that drops. And well, the low-level stuff, ask your level, and if you're playing a new character, I mean, nobody's gonna argue about you being there to camp the evil eyes if you're like level 30 or something. Probably solo it pretty easy, maybe sooner. And I remember doing it in groups of like 16 to 20 or something. It's probably like the level range to go in there, like 14 maybe, or 12. Like some of that stuff, like on this side of the world, I'm trying to do like the things aligned with, well, what, Necros have spells for undead. And, that's kind of like their thing, but invisibility did I load? I'm gonna log out here and see if this crashes here. But while I'm doing that, since I'm talking about it, like these drop in lower guck. This shiny metallic robe is part of the enchanter quest. But it's 10 AC, 9 intelligence, 8 to fire, 8 to cold, which the Froglock Bone Casters, well, better in terms of, I got 8 strength, I got 10 AC, 8 intelligence, and 40 mana, 10 to fire, and 10 to magic, so I could still sell those off, but had I bought that one, it would have still been an upgrade for my Necro. I don't know, I was kind of comparing the two. Like, one I lose 5 stand, but I gain, like, 5 intelligence, all the resist, all that kind of thing. But, like, here's some of my characters, like, the Shadow Knight. I've gotten some of his gear through the same method. I don't like to talk over this one. I do like the look of the black robe, the necro robe that I got from Najina, better than Bonecaster robe look, but it's, alright, it's all green. Let's see. Like this one here, if you get in a group to get it, it's Master Yale, like one of the last bosses. But I paid 5K, 4.5K for that. A group went in there, a couple people went in there and killed him, and I was solo in the front where I got some of the other loam. Like I still want one of the loam bracelets for my enchanter, so I could always trade that to him and go back to this. And as I go through the tunnel, that kind of stuff. But if I tallied up all the money I spent, and this is like the cheaper, like some stuff's really expensive, like it's raid or high level, but this was 5K. So I'll use that to break a pet. And, I tried to kill that thing. I camped it for like 3 weeks. I videoed some of it. It's like, if someone's selling it and I have the plaid, but my Necro right now has more plat than my enchanter, just because of that ring. But let's see, most of this stuff, like some people helped me get this Nereid shawl. Soloing in there, level 60, and it's pretty tough. Siren's Grotto, like some of this. Like that's why I started doing some of the quest gear. Like these are like good for the charisma, but level 54, these are from Unrest. So I need to do something about that and some of this other stuff, but as you progress up, but I still, let's see. I still haven't logged in my Shadow Knight. Let me see if I can log him in without this crashing. Sometimes it crashes. I thought I had two summon corpse spells. I had a bunch of them. I gave a couple away. I sold a couple. And I saved two, one for my Shadow Knight and one for my Necro, but that was when I was doing it on my enchanter. I traded them to somebody. I must have gave them to my Shadow Knight. Or I sold them by mistake. I've done that stuff before. Let's see, I'm in the bank here. I gotta figure out what I'd do differently. Like, I have these things. I don't really need them. I could hand them to, well, my druid or, like it's level 1 or 2, right? I don't need to save this stuff. So, I could sell it or, as I go by somebody. Like, these are all Najina drops or from somewhere. My Necro's still wearing those. Like, there's some potential to go in there and solo Najina for a while and get the plus 21s, or you could buy better things. But, like, some of these little low-level drops from when I was, getting XP, I just saved the... Like, with my pet, I can get these whips back. With the Necro, I can't do that. Like, if the pet dies, Yeah, there it is. So is that the one for him? Because that's a 57 spell. Is it in my bags? Alright. Well, 57's a long way off for, Sparkle's in here, so I'll, let's see, I'm in CT. I'm bound over here in Algok, but, there's better places to, get experience that's safer for melee. Like I could fight warrior targets instead of casters, but I don't know. I guess I'm a bit overgeared, like in a way. It wasn't by design or accident. I mean, when I leveled the character, I was like, oh well, I'll just throw it on there. If nothing else, I'll have a level 1 with a bunch of stuff on it. But I can't remember. I think I gave him a couple things and went from there. That's usually what people do. I mean, a couple plat here and there, sell it to a vendor, or stand there in East Commons Tunnel and, if someone's brand new starting out, I'm sure it happens. I mean, I don't even have a 60 on the server yet. I've had a couple level 54s, that got deleted. But I don't know. Whatever you do, read books, read plenty of books, read plenty of other stuff. At least you heard it from me, or you heard my voice here. But I must have sold that spell or done something with it. I don't know. Or I handed it to one of my mules thinking, oh, well, 39's a long way off for a necro or anything else. But, well, we're already level 41, so. But, like on my enchanter, I come up here. I didn't have to kill the ogres, but, they're pretty good from 40 to 50 for experience, but I'm indifferent to these guys. So they're my friends. Some of these guys are brutes, too. I don't ever remember killing these ones out here. I know people do, but inside I pretty much wiped them all out at one point. It's pretty decent plat, too. Enchanters can turn into an ogre or dark elf or whatever and hit him with charisma and all kinds of stuff. But, alright. I'm going to check, let's see, so far 3 times I've logged out and it hasn't crashed. Maybe it's meant to be. Usually if I log out, it's random. Like I'll have an episode like where it works great and then boom. I don't usually swap back and forth too much. But if something's taken, I'll do something else. Or I gotta finish this computer video for you. I finally got all the parts I was... Finally got all the parts I was waiting on in the mail. My neighbor called me, told me the other day they left a package on the door. I thought that they would be small and they would put it in the mailbox, and it was raining. And I was like, oh, well, thanks for letting me know. I didn't even hear them. I think they'd sent me a text saying it was delivered, but, like I said, it wasn't like a big thing, but it was nice of them to do. I don't think it would have hurt it. I mean, if it would have sat out there for very long, I guess it might have got ruined. Alright, I don't think it's in his bags. Brain damaged. I think I just went through those running my mouth. Like some of this stuff here, like if I did a bard, I was like, oh, a little bronze helm, I don't know. Cape of Midnight, Miss Moore. Druid or a cleric or somebody would probably like that. Is that a head? I always think it's a neck, but it's a head item. Would be a nice neck if it was. Save that. Like here's some more blackened alloy. This is all... Well, that's from Runny Eye. Like, a lot of it was lore, so I had to dump it. Like, if I wanted to say... Like, that circlet's pretty rare. This drops a fair amount, but those are, like, level 35. That Battle Wizard Polik, he's probably more like a level 40. Let me see what Like, these are low-level enchanter spells. Like, I had made this gnome enchanter because I'd played the high elves before, but I don't know, the charisma's a little better. I don't know, people argue about it. Like, I'd already started those little coins for the level 44 to Sean. I think, yeah, I got it, like a bunch of this stuff. I just threw it on because it's all like drops from Miss Moore level 30 stuff, I think. Well, this is Maid Isis, I think, drops that. Alright, so that spell isn't on. Let me get out of the bank. That spell isn't on him. We'll keep doing this until it crashes. But if I go back, I'll probably go back into Split Paul, maybe 44 if I did the Ishva, because I think I'd have a little more punching power for those healers. Like, when most of that room's got casters or healers, or I think those Roche are enchanters or something. Some of them are, well, you wouldn't want a whole bunch of them jumping on you. Oh, I guess when I came over here and looted that thing for a little bit of plat. Like, spell money. Like, he doesn't have anything, which you'd start out this way. Like, you earn every little nickel, you know, in EverQuest, which, you know, I like that in a way. I mean, once you have one, you already went through it, throwing somebody 5 or 10 plat for spell money. That'll at least get them to, you know, level 12 or so. Most of the low level, like, spells at level 12 start costing you, what, like 2 or 4 plat or something. But these guides are, well, if you want to call it a guide, it's like playing a beta. Like, you have, the more experienced players know, like, all right, for these levels when you don't have money, like, if you do these, you can get money by, you know, selling things or turning bat wings in. Sometimes vendoring the items is, well, what you might get for the turn-in might be better because they give you coin and they give you something to sell, if, like, a low-level cleric, or you just vendor one of them spells. Sometimes, like, those crack staffs are like a plat, so most low-level people can go through the struggle, I guess. Where am I at? I'm lost as shit here. It's like this game, it's like nighttime gets you. I don't have gate. Alright, I'm on the wall. Was running down the path and running my mouth here. Little Hobbins here. I like the halflings and the gnomes and the small races, you know, they're pretty fun. I'd always done wood elf druids. He's Karana. I almost wish I would have done Tunair on my enchanter instead of agnostic, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know if I'll ever get to see any of that kind of gear. I mean, I might. I mean, I'm not saying it ain't going to happen, but I don't know. It's not like a real big goal, you know. Getting to level 60, getting all the spells, and having a little fun. Doing some groups. It's like, if I could have recorded it like this back in the day, I probably would have, you know. Most people probably would have. I mean, we did record some of it, but it was only like, Fraps would only let you record, well, if you had the free one, I think it was like 15 seconds or 15 minutes, or I don't know, I guess if you were into that. But the internet wasn't quite the YouTube, post everything, you know. Pretty easy to, I guess, record you playing a game or building something, you know, in your house that, well, somebody else is probably like-minded enough to do the same thing and throw a video up about it. I mean, I don't know. It's the way you learn. Like a lot of the people with computer builds today, you know, it's a little bit newer than what I got, but that's fine. I used to be one of those buy the brand new thing, you know, if you had the money to, you know. Yeah, alright, let's see. Alright, let me, how much plat does he have? 13. I think I might have earned that much with him. Let's see, one of these fire bead wise is for a spell, although I think I don't think the spell's very good. Maybe it is, I don't know. Dance of the Fireflies. Somebody was talking about needing a black wolf skin the other day. I got like 3 of them. I know it's a quest turn in or a bag. I think they were needing it for a bag or whatever they were doing, but at least I have some space on this. It's only level 3, so I'm not really worried about giving it out or gearing it out, although I will, like on my Shadow Knight, I have a breastplate that I could give to a cleric or the druid. It's got wisdom or hit points, I forget. I think I was in East Commons and I bought the wrong one. I was looking at 2 and I meant to buy the one for the Shadow Knight, and I ended up buying the one that was, well, the race deity thing. Like, they were similar, but the one was Dark Elf, High Elf, or Rudite, and the other one was something else. It wasn't the same. Since it didn't crash, I'll run back to the bank and show you what I'm talking about. Like, I have this one, which I also have the one from, most of this stuff's Runny Eye. I have the one from Emperor Crush, but here's those rings from Najina. They're 20 hit points. I mean, I know I could buy jewel-crafted ones. And I'm working my jewel crafting on my enchanter, because they can enchant all the metal and all that stuff, but I don't know, it's like, you could gear them out almost right away if you have stuff laying in the bank, like your hand-me-downs. That's kind of what I did. I'm not trying to defend it, that's what everybody does, but like, I've went into Mistmore looking for something to do, just messing around. You see lobies at the pond, and they're probably either alts or new people, but you don't really care, you know? You just run in there and go, well, if the advisor's up, you may or may not say nothing. You go in there and kill it, and you come out and you hand somebody a robe or ask them if they want it, because it's just more or less... the challenge of it's still there, but it's less and less the higher you get in a way. But you can get greeny beat down. I've had that. Usually if I die, it's pretty quick. It was this one. What was it? The small scarab. Like the race was dwarf, half-elf, and gnome. And the other one I was looking at was... because Shadow Knights can wear it, but I'm not one of those races, so... since a druid can wear it and he's a halfling or whatever, HFL, I'll probably hand him that. That's a pretty nice, nice little breastplate for, you know, a while. I got, what, 700 plat, you being nosy. Be looking in my underwear drawer next. What are you doing? Like, I did buy these, I think. I had a druid hand me a couple one time on a cleric. I think it's on the blue server. These are from Awakening Lands. They're pretty nice. People were selling those. They're kind of, I don't know, they do you a service, I guess, if you're out and whatever. But I was watching Wreck-It there. The see, my range is 100 and my arrow range is 150. So just like him, I don't know. I don't true shot bow on a Shadow Knight. He did it on Legends. He's like a tri-class, but he's running around in Siniscar, being a bow hunter and archer, shooting around. It, it's kind of cool. I've watched rangers and stuff do that, like a bow kite is what they call it. So, I remember farming Plain a Nightmare. I think it was. Was it Plain a Nightmare? I think it was Plain a Nightmare. Killing those big tree ant things for the wood they dropped to make I think it was called the Stonewood Compound Bow. I'd farmed those for a long time. The guy that made the bow, I think he failed one time, and I had enough for to make 3 bows. And he was like max level, and the reason he failed, he told me, he goes, "Oh, I need a wisdom buff or something." I guess he figured out the formula for it, but that was a pretty nice bow. I don't know, that was after Plains of Power though. But I probably upgrade my bow there. It's mainly just for pulling for me. Of course, I got these. My enchanter has a pair of boots. I don't remember what they are, but anyway, just give you a video here. I'll be doing this computer here soon, so have a good one.